Conscious Living, Conscious Dying by Ascended Master Djehuty, channeled by Tom Jacobs in 2014. Text read by Seal Stambro. Opening. This is Djehuty, also known as Thoth, Saint Germain, and Merlin. I am called an Ascended Master, and this is a job title assigned to me in my role as a helper to humanity. I am available to all who ask for my help. My general intention for offering you any teaching is to help you see what you might not yet have seen that can empower you to live in the best possible way. I do this in many ways, yet primarily through teaching you to see and read between the lines when it comes to what you have been told and what you have come to think. This is done entirely because it is my role as a portion of divine consciousness to function as a guide for those who seek guidance along all evolutionary paths. What you will read in the following material is geared towards supporting you in gaining awareness of these topics so that you can see where your choices lie. When you are able to see things clearly, you can make more self-interested and self-loving choices, moving closer to embodying consciously your true nature as a divine being, which is to say, loving. The intention for offering you this particular teaching is to help you understand more about what and who you are as a divine being living a human life. The focus will be on conscious living and conscious dying. By the time you are done reading this message, you will have insights into the nature of your soul, your connection as a human to your own soul, the purpose of human life from the perspective of the Creator consciousness of which you are a part, and how to move through certain blocks to living the kind of life that your soul embodied here to live. You will also learn how to move toward and embrace death with understanding, compassion, and intention when your time comes. I will share how you can create a life that allows the wisdom and grace of your soul to come through in your living, even as you know that death awaits you at some point. When you have read it all in its entirety, you will be able to see that the relationship between how you live and how your conceptions of death and what comes after are intertwined. I will show you how you, in fact, live in ways that become determined by what you think about death, making your regular experience of life in some ways less about living and more about fearing its end. My aim is to provide you insights so that, however you choose to live, you can do so with more conscious awareness about your true nature as a human and all that it means. I invite you to approach your reading of this message as though it is offered by a kind aunt or uncle figure who has your highest good and deepest happiness in mind, a gentle instruction in something you perhaps have not encountered before. As I come through to you today, I want you to be open to the possibility of being helped in altering your relationship with and conception of death, so that you may fully live. As you read some of this material, it will come in handy for you to remember that as I seek to push your buttons, I do so only to be of service to you, so that you may emerge on the other side with more awareness of what is really happening on this plane in your human life, and how it relates to what is happening on another plane with your divine life. I always seek to add to your human awareness to round out the simply wonderful machinations of mind that you have developed over time. What is not always obvious to humans is the fact that your minds cannot tell you all you need to know. I provide the sort of information contained in this book in order to help you. The help is geared towards showing you that you are creating your reality around you. You are creating life as you go. It is being created according to the energetic signals your consciousness sends out into the world around you. I aim to make you more aware of this fact, but also that you can choose to alter your vibration if you feel that what is unfolding in your life is not helping or serving you. So as you read the material in this teaching, I invite you to remain open to learning alternative perspectives that differ sometimes greatly from what you have learned about the soul, the meaning of life, and the reality of death. At times you may be challenged as you read. I hold this as indicative of a button being pushed, and I know with certainty that if a button is being pushed within you, you are ready to have that button pushed, so that something deep within you can come into conscious awareness in order to be resolved or released. You have found your way to this text for a reason, and regardless of whether you take in all these teachings and do something with them or not, we are meeting through these pages in order for you to have the opportunity to gain more awareness of how you are wired and vibrating, and therefore why your life is unfolding in the ways that it is. If you read this text and decide that these ideas are not for you, then I will thank you in advance for your time and attention, for your energy spent in giving them a try. My investment is in providing information and perspectives that might serve to help you progress along your divine journey as a human being, and you are entirely free to accept and reject what you will. If, on the other hand, you begin to take some of these perspectives in, and find that emotions come up for you, please know that this is positive even if the emotions are difficult. Channeled material always seeks to alter your consciousness, and yours can certainly be affected even by reading these words, before we even get into the teaching. My conscious intent comes through when people read my teachings, and this is a good thing. It can help you gain exposure to a level of awareness that might not be available to your conscious mind on a regular daily basis. If you do have buttons pushed, when you are reading this material, I want you to be gentle with yourself and take time to process emotions that might arise as you go. You are an energetic and emotional being, and I would like to put your attention on the fact that your conscious mind, the part of you that will use your senses to consume the material in this book, might not be attuned to allowing the rest of you to process reactions to what you read, in some cases, let alone have such reactions. All of this is to say that I would like for you to check in with yourself as you read on to remain aware of what you are experiencing through your body and emotions. They will tell you if something is coming up that needs attention. They will inform you if you need to read the text in measured doses. Some of you will read this in one or just about in one sitting, and others will seem to plod their way through slowly over time, perhaps even putting it down for a long time before picking it up again later. Whatever pace is best for you is what is right for you, and your body and feelings will tell you this, even as your conscious mind might want to try to keep going, when it may not be best for you to do so. Let us begin.